ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Bharata, while he was walking in the forest, he saw everything so beautiful, and not only jiva jantus like animals and birds, etc., not only they could feel the love of Bharata towards Ramchandraji, even inanimate things, even stones could feel. And what more, the god showered all the flowers. When Guha took a wrong route, the god showed them, the gods, the celestial beings showed them the route. And very beautiful metaphor was being expressed. In the deep heart of Bharata, there was this Mandara Parvata which was put inside, and then the churning was done, in which the nectar of love towards Bhagavan Rama came out. And the churning in that earlier in the Devaloka, the Parvata was churned by whom? Devatas and Asuras. Whereas here, Kripa Sindhu Raghuvira, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji himself churned the Mandara Parvata in the heart of the ocean of love of Bharatji. Continuing in the 238th verse. Sakha sameta manohara jota lakhe una lakhana saghana bana ota bharat dekh prabhu ashramu pavan sakala sumangala sadana suhavan karata prabesa mite dukhadava जनु जोगी परमारथु पावा देखे भरत लखन प्रभु आगे पूछे बचन कहत अनुरागे शीस जटा कटि मुनि पट बांधे तू न कसे कर सरुधनु कांधे बेदी पर मुनि साधु समाजु सिय सहित राजत रघुराजु बल कल बसन जटिल तनु श्यामा जनु मुनि बेश कीन्हरति कामा कर कमल निधनु साय कुफेरत जिय की जरनि हरत हसि हेरत लसत मंजु मुनि मंडली मध्यसीय रघुचंदो ज्ञान सभा जनु तनु धरे भगति सच्चिदानंदु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सखा समेत मनोहर जोटा लखे उन लखन सघन बन ओटा। Sakha Sameta, along with his friend Manohara Jota, the two brothers, they started walking with more enthusiasm. And all of them were looking very charming because the mind was so happy. They are going to meet Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. And Lakhanana Lakhev, they could not see Lakshman ji. In the thick, dense forest, amongst the trees, they could not see. So they started proceeding further, maybe a little faster. Bharat dekha prabhu ashama pavan sakala sumangala sadanu sahavan. And lo, there they saw that beautiful bhavana. And that place was so wonderful because it was filled with a lot of blessings of Bhagavan himself. Bharata, he saw that hermitage, that ashrama, and he is yet to see them. He just saw the hermitage and he was so delighted. Karata prabesa mite dukhadava janu jogi paramarathu pava. And as he entered Karata pravesa mite dukhadava, all his pain, suffering, frustration, fatigue, everything disappeared. Mite dukhadava. Janujogi Paramarathupawa, just as a yogi who has been struggling to gain the knowledge of the Supreme, the experience of that Paramatma, the one who has been following austerities, observing lot of vratas, etc., for a long years. And suddenly, when he finds that Supreme Lord, the way one would become joyful, now seeing the hermitage itself, Bharata became joyful. And very one interesting point here is, he has not seen, or he has not rather experienced the Paramatma. Why? He was not interested also. You remember? Arthada dharmana kamaruchi. Earlier, that Chaupai we saw, Gatina Chahau Nirvana. I am not interested in that Nirvana. Janama Janamarati Ramapada Yaha Varadanuna An. Please give me that Vara where Janama Janama, in every Janma I take Ramarati Pada. Rama Padarati. May my mind revel at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Rama. Therefore, Nachahau Nirbana. I don't want that Brahma Loka, Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnana. No, I want only Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra's feet. That was his bhakti. Dekhe Bharat Lakhan Prabhu Aage, Pucha Bachana Kahat Anurage. And as he proceeded further, Dekhe Bharata, Lakhana Prabhu Aage. He saw Lakshmana right in front of Bhagavan. Therefore, he was as though covering Bhagavan. Puche Bachana Kahata Anurage. He was quietly listening with all affection, love and reverence what Bhagavan was talking to him. He was bending down. Probably he must be sitting like this asan, like how Hanumanji we see here. Like that he must have been sitting down and listening to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. He in Ayodhya he had heard what? That they relinquished all the attires of a Yuvaraja and went as a sannyasi, as a saint. Now see, Sisa Jata Kati Muni Pata Bandhe. And now they are seeing only like Lakshmana, and how is he being seen? Sisa Jata. On his head there is a jata, his hairs have been tied like a jata. Kati Muni Pata Bandhe, he is wearing a Muni's garb. That bark of a tree, etc., etc. All those things he is wearing. Tu nakase kar sarudhanu kande. And besides, he must have released it. Because earlier they said, oh, he is coming for fight, therefore he immediately tied all that this one. And then as time went on, he probably loosened that tie, and then quiver was kept, and then arrow also was there. Bedi paramuni sadhu samaju. And in the midst, near that whole place, sadhu samaju, the lot of hermits and holy men sitting there. Siya sahita rajatara guraju. And what he saw? He saw Sita ji along with Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji seated amidst all the beautiful saints and sages. Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai. Bharata could see Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Bala kala basana jatila tanu syama. And who was also clad with the bark of the trees, and then the matted hair, and Syamatanu, the dark and complexioned, beautiful Ramchandraji, Janu Muni Beshakin Harathi Kama. Even though he was in that Muni Vesha, it appeared as though Sita ji was looking like Rati. And Bhagavan was looking like Kamadeva. In fact, it is in a way ironical, because Bhagavan and Sita ji are several multiple crore times beautiful than even Kama and Rati. So here why Tulsidas ji gave this example, we don't know, because Bhagavan is so beautiful, Rati is nothing in front of Sita ji's beauty. Kara kamala nidhanu saya kuperat. And he was also having his bow and arrow. Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, he was having, he may not be holding it tight like that, ready for war, but then it was there. He was seated. The bow was always in his shoulder, and he was slowly, probably, I don't know what word they use. He was moving the arrow, his fingers on the arrow. Jiya ki jarani harata hasi herata. And he had such beautiful smiling face. Hasi, that so beautiful smiling. Very, very wonderful smile. And in that smile would dispel Jiya ki jarani. Jiya ki jarani is a very interesting word. Earlier also once we have seen. That fire of anguish got dispelled. What is this fire of anguish? Fire of disappointment till now, for that he could not see Rama. And there are different types of fire in our heart. Jiya ki jarani means that fire in the heart. What is that fire? Fire which is burning for seeing Bhagavan. I am not yet seen Bhagavan. That fire was there. The different types are what? For a common man like you and me, our desires is the fire. For trying to acquire, possess, indulge, embrace, and in the world, all the whims and fancies of the world, things and beings of the world, we want to get them. But whereas Bharata's heart was burning because he could not see Bhagavan, and now having seen Bhagavan, Jiya ki jarani harata, all that got dispelled, and a beautiful smile came into his view on his lips. Lasata manju muni mandali madhyasiya raghuchandu. Amidst so many beautiful Santa Samaja, saints and sages, Madhya Siya Raghuchandu, in the midst, at the center, Sitaji and Raghuchandu, the beautiful moon-like faced Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji, he could see Jnana Sabhajanu Tanu Dhare Bhagati Sachidanandu. The whole Samaja there, they were looking like a wonderful group of jnanis. That was true also. All of them were great jnanis. And in the circle of great jnanis of wisdom, Bhagati Sachidanandu, and the devotion towards Bhagavan, Sitaji and Ramchandraji were seated, and amongst the jnanis, it was like Sachidananda, the Supreme Lord. The incarnate of the Supreme was seated. Continuing, Sanuja Sakha Sameta Maganamana Bisare Harsha Soka Sukha Dukha Gana Pahinath Kahi Pahi Gosai Bhutala Pare Lakuta Ki Nai Bachana Sape Malakhana Pahichane Karata Pranamu Bharata Jiya Jane Bandhu Saneha Sarasa Ehi Ora Uta Sahiba Seva Basa Jora Mili na jai nahi gudarat banai Sukha bilakhan man ki gati banai Rahi rakhi seva par baru चढ़ी चंग जनु कैच खिलारू कहत स प्रेम नाई महिमा था भरत प्रणाम करत रघुनाथा उठे राम सुनि प्रेम अधीरा कहूँ पट कहूँ निशंग धनु तीरा बर बसलिए उठाई उर लाए कृपा निधान भरत राम की मिलनी लखी बिसरे सब ही अपान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Bharata finally had the darshan of Bhagavan. सानुज सखा समेत मगन मन बिसरे हर्ष शोक सुख दुख गन. Bharata, Sanuja along with his younger brother Shatrughna and Sakha Guha, Maganamana was so enraptured. He was completely oblivious of the entire world. Why? His mind, his heart, everything completely was enraptured by the beautiful darshana of Bhagavan. Bisare harsha sokha sukha dukha ganam. Their joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, everything, both joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, both of them they forgot when they saw Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Pahi nath kahi pahi gosai. He ran and fell at the feet of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra. In fact, he did not even go till there. He was still having that sense of guilt. Probably he fell at the Dirgandha Pranama where he was standing. Save me, protect me, trahimam, pahimam, pahi natha kahi, pahi gosai. Oh Lord, please protect me, please save me. Bhutala pare lakuta ki nai. Uttering these words, he just fell at the ground. Like, like one stick or something, you keep it on the ground holding it and suddenly you leave. Just as the stick could fall down, Bharata fell down, all of them fell down. Bhachana sapemas lakhana pahichani. Lakshmana, he was turning towards Bhagavan, he did not notice. And when Bharata screamed, save me, protect me, pahimam, tahimam, he just fell down. At that time, Lakshmana heard the voice. He has not even seen the face. Bachana sapema lakhana pahichane. Listening to the voice, Lakshmana was, he was taken. What? This is Bharata's voice. Karata pranamu Bharata ji ajane. He immediately, finally, he realized this is Bharata who is doing namaskara. Bandhu saneha sarasa yehi aora. And one hand, now, Lakshmana was in a dilemma. Why? On one hand, the wonderful, most loving Bharata, his own brother, and on the other hand, he is a sevaka of the Lord, standing for the protection of the Lord. No, and a sevaka cannot, whatever happens, he cannot move hither and thither. He just can't move himself from his service, from his role. Therefore, one hand, bandhu saneha sarasa yehi ora, uta sahiba seva basajora, milina jai nahi gudarata banai. Because he could not meet his brother Bharata, nor ignore him, sukha bi lakhana mana ki gati bhanai. And the poet could not even describe that state of mind of Bharata. Imagine, Bharata could not go and hug his brother Lakshmana, nor he could think of Rama. Lakshmana is more horrible. Why? He could not go and hug his brother Bharata, nor he can stay away of the attention towards Rama because he is a sevaka. A poet could not even describe. Rahe rakhi seva par bharu, chadhi changa janu khaincha kelaru. And then what? He took the decision. What? Primarily, Lakshmana decided, primarily, I am the sevaka of the Lord. Then comes all the relationship. Very interesting, We call everybody as relatives. I have told this earlier also. And that very beautiful statement which Puja Gurudev made, they are only relatives, they are not absolute. And in front of Lakshmana, here is a relative, Bharata his own brother, Shatrughna his own brother, and here you find Ramchandraji, who is absolute. Therefore, he took to the side of Rama. Rakhe rakhi seva par bharu. He threw the whole weight towards Ramchandraji. Chadhi changa janu khaincha kelaru. As like, the kite, the one who is, pulling the strings of the kite that has actually risen air, he held that, that string very carefully, not to fall for that love towards, that is there, that is good. But right now, the priority is being with Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. So he held tight all his emotions. Kahata saprema nai mahimata. Saprema kahata. With all his love, he told Ramchandraji, Bharata pranamu karata Raghunatha. Hey Raghunatha, Bharata has come. He is doing pranama. And Bharata is fallen down on the ground. And therefore, hey Raghunatha, O Lord of Raghus, Bharata is doing namaskarams to you. And that word was sufficient. Utte Ramusuni prema adhira. Out of the volcano which was coming out, eruption of love towards Bharata, kahupata kahuni shanga dhanutira. He got up in such a force that his Uttariya went somewhere, his quiver fell down, his arrow fell down, everything fell down, and he turned towards the direction. Barabasaliye uthai ura laye kripa nidhan. He went and took Bharata from the floor and embraced him so tightly, and both of them completely lost their own self, in a manner of saying. Remember how long both of them must have been waiting for each other, and he embraced him so tightly. Bharata Rama ki milani lakhi. This Bharata Rama milapa, one of the most praised portion in Ramayan by every saint and sage. Everyone, every single person who saw this, who were there around, they lost their own self-consciousness. Bisare sabahi apane, all of them lost consciousness, and they were, enthralled, enchanted by looking at that love between Ramchandraji and Bharatji, and they both coming together, and all of them, including Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, and Guha, and all these saints and sages, all those people who were there, all of them in that union of love incarnates. They all forgot themselves. And God alone knows how long they were like that. We will also leave them there like that for some more time. Why suddenly separate them? We will meet tomorrow and continue the katha. Alright. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।